Hello everyone, is my voice audible? Okay. So let's get into the webinar. I hope everyone is having a good day today. Yeah. So welcome to today's webinar. I hope everyone is doing well once again. I'll just give you a brief introduction about myself. Hi everyone, myself Ashwin Satyamurthy. I am an AI developer at a company called HTS, which is a SaaS-based company. So where what is SaaS basically? SaaS is nothing but where the clients have some certain requirements and we satisfy those requirements by delivering a product. So that's what SaaS means. It's a service-based company technically. So in this company, I have worked with LLMs like building chatbots and object detection as well. Currently, I'm working on a project called tower maintenance where we will be detecting rusts and we'll be checking whether the cell phone towers are stable or not, and I have worked with object detection as well. So yeah, this is like a brief introduction about myself. So let's get into the today's webinar agenda. How the webinar will be going, basically the journey of our webinar today. So first, we'll be having some brief introduction of about AI, like what's AI and like how AI actually works and what are all the quirky things under AI. And like there is a misconception that machine learning is AI, but that's not the case. So we'll be discussing about those things as well. And the second part will be real-time application. And the interesting part is a demo part where there will be a quick automation like that will be done with no code principle. Basically, you need not have any coding knowledge. You just need to follow these steps so that you can build a simple workflow. I'll get into it later. And the last thing is, why do you need to learn AI right now? AI, like everyone is telling that AI is booming, but why? Why do you need to learn them? So I'll be talking about the areas of exploration and what are all the companies which are starting up based upon AI in the last segment. So any questions? This is the agenda of the lecture. Webinar clear. Uh, yeah. Okay then. Like if there is any questions, like I'm like you can intervene in the middle and you can just ask. Yeah. So let's get into it. So what is AI? So AI, like we already know, like AI is artificial intelligence, but what exactly it is? AI is a system that solves problems like human being by building up cognitive skills. So this is the simplest definition which I can give, and you will be able to understand way more clear in the upcoming webinar. So we know that AI is a tool, like we use it day to day life to solve our layman problems, like we use ChatGPT, like, but those are like one of the tools which are used in AI. So what I wanted to say is AI is the root of every other system, like machine learning, deep learning, as you can see over here in the image over here. Machine learning, deep learning, computer vision, all these systems come under AI. So AI is a root and everything is a subset. Like, is the point clear? Like most of them might like have a question like what is AI and what is ML? Like, is the technicalities clear? Like AI is a root and like everything is derived from AI. And machine learning is a part of AI. Some might miss say that machine learning is AI, but that's not the case. There are a lot of other things to explore as well, like computer vision, deep learning, natural language processing, that's NLP, object detection. So I'll just walk through all these things, like all these systems one by one. So, like I said, artificial intelligence is a broad field of computer science, like focused on creating systems that can perform tasks, like tasks of a human being. In that, first thing is machine learning. So machine learning is a subset of AI that enables system to learn and improve from the experience without being explicitly programmed. Meaning, what I'm trying to say is, like, if you are getting an output, and sometimes the machine will predict it wrong, and it will learn from those mistakes. So that's what machine learning is. And computer vision deals with images, videos, and deep learning. Have you heard of, like, if you have heard of neural networks, they're also like a kind of systems which are being used lately, like a lot. And NLPs are nothing but text. Like we work with text and sentiments like the viewers' sentiments, how, like, basically, if I need to know how the webinar is going, like, I can create a model where if the viewers are like filling a Google form and they're saying good or bad, how the, like, based upon the webinar, how it's going. So most of them say good or bad. So because, like, with respect to those reviews, I can judge the sentiments of the viewers. So that's NLP and object detection. Object detection is nothing but we're detecting objects, like it's there in the name itself. So these are all the AI techniques which are included. Like there are a lot of more to explore. We'll go into it later. So the current companies, like, as you know, there are a lot of companies which are using AI, like in their websites, in their applications. One of them is Netflix. So Netflix uses AI algorithms for personalized content. Like, for example, if you have watched a crime thriller or a drama, the next upcoming suggestions will be related to the same genre which you have watched previously. So these things, like, how does the Netflix guy know? Like the tech guy knows, like you're watching like a drama genre. Like that's not possible, right? It's not possible to monitor each and every viewer. It's not legal as well. So in this case, they are using AI algorithms to for suggestions. And IBM Watson, it's a healthcare company which uses it's a healthcare company as well as they have, like, there's a tech company as well. So in which the healthcare professionals, like, they will assist healthcare professionals by analyzing medical data to improve diagnosis. And there is one more company called Tata Elixir. Like, it implements AI solutions in automotive and healthcare sectors. So there is a lot of companies which are using AI these days. Okay, any questions? Like, as of now, like, am I like, okay? So what is deep learning? In deep learning, we use, like, how humans learn. We learn from mistakes, and in our, like, how do we think, basically? How do we build our cognitive skills? By, like, in our brain, we think a lot, right? What are brain made up of? Neurons. So in neurons, like, messages pass and we do some action. So that message, that response to a stimuli, that's the entire agenda of deep learning. So we'll be responding to some actions. So some actions will be made. I'm just being so, I'm just trying to explain these terms in a very simple way so that we can get into it later in depth, like in upcoming webinars. But as of now, just think in this way. Think as if it is a neuron, like a neuron present in our brain. So what happens is there will be some threat or there will be some actions that neuron will process it and you will be responding to that whatever situation might be. So that's deep learning. So machine will adapt to that particular situation and then it will respond by giving certain outputs. So response is output, and the data whichever whatever you pass will be the situation, like in real life. Are you able to, like, is it clear right now, Arvas? Okay. Any other questions? Shall I move on to the next part of our agenda? So is the intro clear? I hope the introduction to AI and, like, everything is clear. I'll be going on to the real time application of AI ML. So over here, okay, so there are a lot of real time applications in AI ML. Like, personally, I have done these things. Like, whatever I mentioned here, I have, like, built them and I have explored a lot. So I'll be talking about whatever I have built. Like, I don't want to talk about the general stuff because whatever I've built, like, I know they are being used in real time. So I'll be going through this. So, like, are you guys aware about ATS? Thumbs up. Like, if they please react if you guys are aware of ATS, like ATS friendly resume. If you want to build a resume and to show, like, apply to any other company, it should be ATS friendly first. Like, you need to check your score first. Like, okay, so I'll just go get into a, like, briefly how it actually works. So what happens is there is a machine called an ATS, which is an applicant tracking system, application tracking system. So what it does is it will do a relevancy check. Relevancy check in the sense whether the candidate is suitable for that particular company with that particular job description or not. If he's suitable, he will be hired. If he's not suitable, he will be Like he will be getting a rejection mail, which I have got a lot. So yeah, but yeah. Okay. So I'll be going through a quick demo of ATS. Uh, yeah. So this is an ATS resume parser which I built. So as you can see over here, this is where you upload your resume, and I have uploaded it, like I just uploaded it like few minutes back, and I have entered my job description. You can get the job description from LinkedIn, and I calculated the similarity. So what it does is it just goes through your resume. It just goes through your resume and calculates a score. Uh, so here, like, do you guys want to know how this score actually is being built? Like, what is the algorithm or the logic behind these scores? Like, if you want to know, I can explain it like in a very brief way because it will take a lot of time. Like, just give me a thumbs up. Like, if you want me to explain it. Okay. So yeah. So what happens is, like, there are two parts in this. Basically, your job description and your resume. So what happens is, if you are aware of the concept called vector, in layman terms, what happens is this resume and this job description will be converted into vectors. So you might ask how, like, it is a like very huge topic. I can't go into it right, but just have those curiosities right now. Like hold up to it. You can search later as well. But as of now, what I'm trying to say is this resume and this job description will be converted into two vectors, and a similarity will be checked. Basically, cos theta, like trigonometry in this like vectors and trigonometry. If you guys are aware of it, the angle between these two vectors will be calculated. So what is a vector? A vector is nothing but which is having a magnitude, some magnitude, and a direction. At what direction you are going? Suppose you're moving from a point to from A to B. So there is a direction as well as at what speed you're moving, right? So how fast you're moving. So that's nothing but vector. That's a vector. So it will be converted into two vectors, and then what happens is you will be calculating the similarity by cos theta. That's how you get the similarity score. So I didn't use any ChatGPT API or any other Gemini API for this. I built this purely on based upon simple math. Basically, whatever I've explained right now, that's what I've built. But how I have converted it into a vector, those things will be taught to you guys later in upcoming webinars because it will take a lot of time to explain. But like you can go through it, like you can go how it's been vectorized. Like I can share some related notes to it later as well. So, are you guys clear on how ATS works? Like, do you guys need some, like, if you guys have any doubts or queries, please ask. Okay. So the next part in which I have worked is drowsiness detection. So what happens is like when drivers, like truck drivers, they drive for a long time, right? So if they drive for a long time, they feel sleep, like they might be distracted, they might smoke, they might eat during those attentive tasks. Like driving is a really attentive task. You need a lot of focus while driving, or else there will be a lot of casualties, right? So I created one model, like no code. I didn't code for this. I used software. I used an application for this. Like I didn't write a single Python script for this. So what happens is if whatever the guy is feeling drowsy or if he's distracted, I'll be able to detect it. So I'll just go through, like I'll just go like run you through a simple demo, whatever I have done. So this is me. That's how I look. So in this is a software in which like application in which I created this model. Like it took around 1 hour for the model to train, and everything is done within few clicks. That's it. If you know how to do it, you can do it easily without any coding techniques, like any coding knowledge. So I'll just show you. So like right now, as you can see, I'm attentive and it's showing me the probability as well. And if I'm like looking this side or like the other side's distractive and distracted. So yeah, this is how the model works. So you can build this within 1 hour and you can put it in your resume and it will be cool as well. So this is a no code principle I'm like looking forward to follow in my upcoming webinars as well. So yeah, any questions on how like in this application, like how I built it, or if you want to know more, I can tell you. You might ask one thing, like I forgot to tell you, you might ask one thing, like where did I build this? So there is something called as RoboFlow. Like it's a application where you can go and then you can build it. So this is where I built, like if you type RoboFlow and then if you sign in, there will be various data sets, models, and you can upload your own custom data and you can work with it. So I can show you these kind of like implementations in the later webinars. So this is just, by the way, if you guys have noticed, I don't know to prepare any presentations. I'm like very bad at it. So this is a tool called Napkin, which uses AI for me to simplify all these images. So I created these images with respect to these texts. So this is a cool thing I wanted to tell you. This is also a real-time application. You can use Napkin AI for your university presentations or any like any webinars. So yeah. Okay. Is everything whatever I said right now, is it clear? Like any questions? Okay. So I'll go on to a quick demo. So like I just want you guys to fill this fill this Google form. Like I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I said. This is the like quick demo I wanted to show you guys. Please fill the Google form and then I will tell you like what's actually happening. Like just give me a thumbs up after filling the Google form so that I know that you guys have actually filled it. Can be harsh also. Like there is no like I'm not stopping you from being harsh. Like you can just check how am I like how is the momentum of this meeting going? Like you can be harsh. There's no issues. Thumbs up, guys. Is it done? Okay, okay. So we might be like it will take at least 2 to 3 minutes for you guys to get some reply. Okay. So what I'm trying to do over here is so okay, so Arbaz has filled it. Fine. So what I'm trying to do over here is I'm just trying to build a automated workflow when when a user fills a Google form, I'll be able to send an automated email to that respondent saying like these things. Like if the comment is if the review is harsh, I'll address those issues. Let me know those issues. Like right now the meeting strength is very low, like 16, but I can send it manually. What if the attendees are thousands, is like up more than hundreds? Like I won't be able to do it manually, right? So at these states, I need a automation, a workflow. So for that, I'm using Zapier. You can go into it, like you can sign in, and then you can create simple workflows. I'll show you how. So just go into Zapier. I have already logged in. So this is how the interface looks. These are all free for limited time, like for 15 days actually. And if you want to create some more, then you can go like you can create a new email ID and then you can like use it at full extent. So I have created a responder over here. So yeah, and initially it will look okay. So this is the user interface. Wait, let me. If I want to create a new workflow, this is how it will look. And over here, I will be going with triggers. Uh, Over here, I'll be going with triggers, and then I can add whatever I want. Wait, let me. Uh, 1 minute. I have my previous email ID got like it expired, so I need to change my email ID. Mm, So over here you can see this is what I have done, and I have taken a trigger. Trigger is nothing but whatever the event triggers. Like there is an action which will be triggered. In this case, it's a Google form, right? And the event is a new form response. Meaning, as you can see over here, there is it's called event, right? Just follow my cursor. So it's over here, event, right? So in this event, it's new form response. How, like, if I get new forms, I'll get the response from it, and then I'll be answering it. So this is the workflow. So I have configured it, and this is the name of the Google form, Prontra Labs webinar feedback, and like you can test it as well. So I'm not getting into that part. You can play around with it. And next part of the workflow is Google AI Studios. Like this is free. Like this is free for certain token limit. It has certain token limit, but you can exploit it. You can use it with different accounts. Like I said, that's a trick. So yeah, and over here the model I have used is Gemini 1.5 Pro, which is free, and like I have curated the response based upon your feedback and how is the webinar going. So these are two things I am focusing on. So this is also a trigger. Trigger is nothing but, as you like I said before, it is an event which is being generated by a user. So user is triggering a particular event by submitting that Google form. So that's how the workflow starts. Workflow starts like, what's a workflow? Workflow is nothing but set of instructions which are pre-written, and it will be running when the event triggers. When you do something, that workflow starts, and it will end when you stop doing that particular thing. Particular this In this case, the thing is nothing but an event. Like I'm just going into the technicalities a bit, but you guys are able to follow it, right? Like just give me a thumbs up. Okay. Yeah. So cool. Uh, so what Google AI Studio does is it will send a prompt based upon what's your feedback and how's the webinar going. You might have received the mail, right? Like these like some random text which are generated by Gemini, not by me. So that's the whole point. And where do I want to send this text? I need to send this text to your respective emails, right? Respective email address. So this is another part where I'm choosing app Gmail, and what is the event? Sending email. So what should I send? Like to whom should I send first? So to what's your email ID? And then from this email ID, this is what my email ID is, and yeah, what I have to send, the body. In the body, like in mail, you have these syntax, right? Like you need to follow these steps. So in body, I have addressed you guys by name, hi, and then by your name, and then the content part, which is generated from Gemini. So that's how we are getting those curated responses. So yeah, this is just a simple workflow. You can build a complex workflow, like more tasks, more events to handle. Yeah, we'll be going into this later. Like I have a separate section for this. Like we can explore this a lot in the later stages. Like, do you guys have any doubts in this? Like, if you guys have any doubts, please ask. Like any question, like how this is happening, any question related to this, you can ask. But yeah, I'm just seeing your responses. Uh, so Rehan, Shin, most of you guys are not giving the feedback. It's okay. Okay, can I move on to the next part? Like, are you guys clear? Okay, fine. So the next part is opportunities and areas to explore. Why, like this is where the why comes. Why everyone is like using AI, and what is the need for you guys to learn AI, like AI as a tool. So this is like a paragraph which I have taken from docs. Like you can, like I'll give you the citation link as well. So over here, as you can see, the total companies which are total companies started up are approximately, in this case, it's 80 with respect to 80. That's the maximum in this year. So 20 from 2024 to 2025, like in these areas, the companies have been started up, and the total companies, as you can see over here, the total companies include AI companies and non-AI companies. That's how I have split total companies. The total companies are nothing but the companies which are following AI and the companies which are not following AI. So as you can see over here, the green bars, it is like most of the companies are using AI and non-AI people are very less. So what I'm trying to say is, if you know AI, you will be a valuable candidate. You will be a valuable uh, worker or a developer for that particular company. Like I'm not telling worker in a like in a positive way. Like you're getting my point, right? You'll be valuable asset to that particular company. So I'll go through the citation once. Like just to tell, like just to give you an importance of like why you need to learn AI and why are we even here in this webinar. So as you can see over here, approximately 325 companies are AI companies and non-AI companies are 71 companies. So have you guys heard about Y Combinator? Like thumbs up if you guys have heard about Y Combinator. Okay. Okay, well, I'll tell you. So what Y Combinator is an organization which funds for startups. So most of the most of the startups which are funded by Y Combinator are AI based startups. So they are key interested in AI based startups. So that's why if you know AI, like if you know how to use the tools, free tools, like initial stages you'll start everything with free, like everything which is free, because like we don't have much of a capital to invest or nothing of that sort, right? We'll be starting from scratch. So at those times, Y Combinator helps us. Like if you have any idea to pitch, Y Combinator will help you. So that's how it works. And the technology sector, like right now, this is the important part. Like I just wanted to like talk about the technology sector distribution. Like there are a lot of technologies in AI. Currently, the booming ones are AI agents, co-pilots. If you guys have heard of pilots, developer tools, and these are developer tools. Next, the fintech tools. Healthcare is like moving really right now. I think it might surpass developer tools and AI agents in the future. But yeah, and data analysis, real estates, like these are the various fields in which AI is being incorporated. So we just come back to the webinar. Okay. So this is the like, and it's a really short webinar. I just wanted to like talk about all these various stuff. Like agenda. Like I just covered the agenda. Since I didn't want to tap it very much. Because like let's keep very short for a while, and then in the upcoming webinars I can dive in depth. Just wanted you guys taste what's AI actually and just drag your attention. So if you guys have any doubts, please feel free to ask right now. Yes, like where I learned from is like first of all, there are a lot of resources in free resources in YouTube or in documentations, in blog posts, and everything. But I would suggest you not to try and follow everything. Just have one person or one channel or one guy in your mind and just go with whatever he says for a while, at least for 2 months or for 3 months, to get to know whatever he's actually saying. Just get those knowledge, like whatever he is having, just get it into you. And then after having certain knowledge, you'll get an idea about where to explore the whatever field which is like interests you a lot, and then you can explore. Like I follow a guy called Andrew Ng. I'll type it in chats, like Andrew Ng. He he's a good professor. Like he's a good professor who like teaches you AI, like machine learning, deep learning, everything. Whatever I discovered, like I shared you in this meet. Like he's a really great guy. He like teaches you in a very simple way. So yeah, like I follow this person a lot, and the rest of them are my own interests, and I search through mediums, blog posts. If you guys want to know, like if you guys want the resources, like explicit resources, I can take a separate session as well, because like there are a lot of things. Like as I told you right now, like everyone is teaching right now, and everyone is a pundit in AI. So you guys need to be sure like whom to trust and whom to follow, so that they are authentic and like they won't waste your time. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, one guy I follow is Andrew Ng. You can go through his deep learning courses as well. Like they're really good. Any other question from your side? Let me know. I am like I can answer. Okay. So the projects which I have like okay. Uh I have showed you, right? I have showed you, right? It is. This is a project which I did. Like I can show you the code over here. It's running over here. I was trying to deploy it, but there were some issues. So the things which I code, so I have given it. So ATS and Drowsiness as well. These are all the projects which you can keep it in resume. Like it will add a lot of value. So and okay, what else? You can like right now building chatbots is like a key thing. You should what the recruiter wants is they will check like in certain companies I have seen the recruiter wants you to build a chatbot within 1 hour. Like it should be completely responsive. Like it should handle all the cases. So that's the main talent which you need to build as of now. That's the booming. So building a chatbot, like it can be a RAG chatbot, RAG. If you guys have like heard about it, I'll just type it over here in the comments. RAG chatbots, retrieval augmented generation. If you guys have heard of RAG, it's like a trending topic. I thought of discussing it now, but like it will be like lengthy. So this is one chatbot you can add it in your resume. It's like a really good project. So but these require a bit of Python, like which I can take it in an upcoming webinars as well. Makes sense. How did the interview like how did the webinar go? Sorry. How did the webinar go? Like did it go like good? Like I was little energetic, I don't know. But yeah. Was it good? Like decent or very bad? You can like type it in the comments or give me a thumbs up. Okay, so about AIML. Mm, okay. So first, I would suggest you to start with machine learning, like basics of machine learning, and then just type it over here, basics of machine learning, and then in machine learning there will be supervised, unsupervised, unsupervised, and then like reinforcement as well. After that, go into deep learning and then explore, and then explore. Like this is how the roadmap be. Like you need to so you guys need to have the basics clear. So that's why I'm like forcing you guys to follow this path. Like complete machine learning first. Like I can teach you as well in the next webinars, and then go into deep learning and then explore. Like there are a lot of things to explore. Like I said, over here, as you can see over here in this branch, in this branch, there is machine learning, deep learning, computer vision, object detection, and language. Right? So and a lot more like diffusion models there are GANs, there are a lot of things. So it's your choice to explore and be a master at it. That's it. Is AI specific to Python or how could we integrate with the technologies? Okay, so there is a myth like AI is for Python. It's not in that way. Like more you can build AI projects or machine learning projects with C++. Like I wouldn't say AI projects. Like AI is like as I said right now, AI is like a hood in which AI is a root, and rest of the systems are originating from AI. So the rest of the systems, basically machine learning, deep learning, computer vision, everything can be done in JavaScript as well or in C++ as well. Like I have tried doing machine learning this ATS in JavaScript because I can create some interactive user experience, user like UI with user interface with HTML, sorry, with React and with JavaScript. Using like React is built upon JavaScript, right? So I thought I can do it, but it was really difficult for me because Python is way more easy. Like Python is like human friendly. That's what I'm trying to say. And rest of the and it follows object oriented programming as well. So that's why we prefer Python. Mostly they prefer Python, but in some cases, in some deployment cases, in some companies, they prefer C++. So these are the two things which they're following currently. But it's your wish ultimately. Like you can do it with any language. Like AI ML is language agnostic, meaning like you can build any project with any language, whatever you do. So yeah. Any other questions from your side? That's it from my end. Like if you guys have any questions to ask, like feel free, or else we will end this session.